Hello, high flyers, and welcome to February 29th. Today I ask you to ground yourself in tangible tasks and to reevaluate, smoky one, reevaluate the resounding yeses and nos, because it's helping you step into a new level of leadership with three aspects today: self-mastery with the Emperor card, discipline and reflection with the number 4, the 4 of Cups. I'm Anthony, Empathic Elevator, and we're here to tune into the signs, signals, and synchronicities of your ascension process. So, from the Secret Language of Color deck, what do we need to know, see, and hear for our viewers today? This, So we already said, this day of reflection and discipline. So thank you, angels, spirits, and guides, ascended masters, and ancestors. What do we have for the viewer today? What else do we have for the viewer? Our underlying energy, we have Mauve. Enjoy clear hearing. So this has with it its connections to our throat chakra as well as the spiritual chakras. So this is definitely a day for working on tuning into our truth, tuning into our divine truth and our connection to source, to be able to hear more clearly. Enjoy clear hearing is connected with the throat chakra, our ability to hear other people's truths clearly. 222 on the timer. Being disciplined enough and allowing yourself to reflect in a way on what's in alignment with our divinity and what is not. This is what leads us to self-mastery, the Emperor card today. We have chocolate, and nourish your body and soul. Funny as yesterday's reading talked about in the ritual to carry with you 3 things: crystals or, some chocolate. Just interesting enough. But nourish your body and soul. 13 makes 4 about foundations. Nourishing your foundations through discipline, through striving for mastery through reflection today. That 4 of Cups energy. Then we have peach, and inhale a breath of life. Peachy peach. Perhaps peach tea, some peach detox tea coming to mind, something I myself like to drink. My tea tag today says, give to others and give yourself the same attention. This goes with reflecting on those balanced relationships. And are we giving to ourselves the way we give to others? Are we giving to others the way we give to ourselves? Peach, inhale a breath of life. There's that beautiful divine breath. The fact that we even have breath to breathe is that connection to life. And we need air to live. Air is life, if you will. Peach, inviting you to breathe into life today, to breathe into yourself, to allow into yourself life, to allow in the feelings, the emotions with that peachy color of our sacral chakra. Allow ourselves to reflect on how we really feel. We have watermelon. Have fun with your inner child. Which is fun because I was just listening recently to a bit about our inner child, and we basically have two inner childs, and learned that we have the wounded inner child, and we have the inner child that is the spirit of Christ, the spirit of that divine spark within us. Have fun and bring out that connected inner child. It's not about connecting and identifying with our shadow, our wounded inner child. That we don't, it's not going to serve us to dwell in that cycle of only paying attention to that wounded inner child. We want to nurture this joyful, fun, connected, the number 3, that body, mind, and soul connection. So it's helping you to connect to the divine. As you find this pearl inside, this pearlescent sheer, the shine, the shimmer, your light, your expression of divine, your expression of your connection to the divine through having fun with our inner child, having fun with that divine inner child, that Christ child mind, the one that is in union with both the divine Father and Mother, in union and connected to the divine in general. Your pearlescent shimmer, overcome your challenges. So today, reflection is going to help us overcome these challenging emotions that come up with Pisces season. It can be a roller coaster of emotions. It can be, but it brings with it the propensity to find emotional maturity, and self-respect is gained through embarking on this journey towards emotional maturity. As you overcome your challenges and you tell your soul, you tell the universe that you're ready to embrace changes, that you're ready to ascend, to change, to find richness in the dark night with black. That's finding that silver lining, finding that pearl light inside, helping you to overcome your challenges as well. This goes with reflection, reflecting in that cave of the mind. To bring light to the shadows, to bring out parts of ourselves we haven't been seeing, with that silhouette of the tree, to see where our extensions be and how we can find that connection to the divine once again, that start point. Allow flow and synchronicity into your life with coral. It's more sacral chakra energies, reminding you to allow your emotions to be in flow, to allow yourself to feel whatever comes up and to release it too, for it to not to be stuck with us, to allow it to flow with your body of being. Allow flow and synchronicity into your life with coral, so that we can nourish that body and soul with the nutrients that come with that flow of abundance, that come with that flow of emotions. Because those hard to deal with emotions are, in their essence, opportunities to transcend, to take action. Taking action today through a sense of discipline, taking action today on doable tasks, on utilizing structure and restraint, so that we can grow at this time, so that we can grow towards this connection to our light, so that we can expand our heart space, this jade green energy, and so that we can expand our mastery over taking action, our mastery to know what we want to take action with when we connect with our inner child as well. When we have fun with our inner child, we connect to the changes that are necessary to embrace, to overcome the challenges, and become more of an expression of this divine being that's within that inner child, that source energy. So from the Prism Oracle, what do we have for the viewer today? What do we need to know, see, and hear? What do we need to know, see, and hear for the viewer today? Further cards. Okay, so we're building some trust with our higher self. We're building some trust. We trust what we are hearing as well. Enjoy clear hearing. We also have this energy of blue. Dang, major focusing issues today. Trust. Helping you to come to a center in the heart. To trust that when we're connected, that the actions we're taking, that the truths that we're hearing when we're connected to the divine are helping us to overcome our challenges. Trust that you can come to center again, and trust the process, because it's awakening your consciousness, elevating your consciousness. We're finding this consciousness of trust, and to be able to consciously trust what we're hearing from spirit, to consciously trust that we can overcome our challenges. And yes, you connect to consciousness, your source consciousness, that source, that spark within you, when you connect to the divine. When you surrender in meditation, go into the cave of the mind, doing the shadow work to help clear up that haze, connecting to your higher consciousness. Ideation, so we can overcome these ideas and tackle the ideas that fuel us to take action on the resounding yeses and say no to what doesn't pique our interest. Ideation is allowing the ideas to flow, but also allowing yourself not to get too overly focused on the idea of how today is supposed to go. Bring in the structure and the discipline, but be willing to reflect if we need to. Be willing to take a step back if you get overwhelmed. Fear. Don't fear the darkness. Don't fear those shadow parts of you. The challenges. Challenges are opportunities. A propensity to walk into your future. Fear is a doorway, as it is pictured here. And while we may be navigating in the dark night, being guided to come out of this place of fear, to continue to master. And when we live in fear of our emotions, you know, they own us. That is that devil energy. But when we learn to master our emotions and we're not controlled by them, we no longer fear change. We no longer fear going after ideas. And we find this sense of peace. He also came to be a peace bringer. I'm hearing light workers, star seeds and way showers. You came here to be a peace bringer and to bring yourself this gift of peace. I embracing the changes, 1555, by finding that silver lining in the dark night, by finding that peaceful peace, that peaceful space within, as well as your sense of protection. Also hearing your peace is protected. The peace that you desire desires you. And there is protection. You are protected at this time during your shadow work. You're being protected by your higher consciousness. Your connection to your divine protects us when we do this shadow work, when we submit ourselves to the loving choice that is to find richness. There's also protection in getting into the flow, and because there's protection in your connection. Creativity. This card came out, and yesterday the reading before, this is about be able to envision, to bring our creative ideas to vision, to fruition, to explore our creative ideas as well, to allow these creative ideas to flow. Third eye chakra energies, and again is that connection to the divine, to hear the creative inspiration and then to take action on it. This is what we came here to do, to have fun with our inner child, to take action on our creative inspirations, because it's helping you to find balance and self-mastery and discipline and reflection, helping you to find a balanced approach as well, and a balanced heart space, a balanced sense of self, a balanced self-love with balance, and take action from a balanced place with that energy of green, the heart space. And we have rejection. That goes with those resounding no's. What is a resounding no to you? Don't be afraid to reject the ideas that are no longer serving you, the relationships, projects, ideas that are no longer serving us. Now we'll go to the Rider Right Tarot. Just there may be some noise interruptions in the next few minutes. I have a visitor. But we have the Rider Right Tarot for this next leg of the journey. One moment. What do we have for the viewer now? What do we have for the viewer now? What do we know, see, and hear? What do we need to know, see, and hear? Our underlying energy is about trusting the process, trusting this coming together of the masculine and feminine within, and trusting offers of love today, trusting that you can find this sense of balance and connection to love, connection what we love to do, to be able to receive and give love is that energy of Two of Cups. To find that place of balance, trusting, our ideas can come to fruition, trusting and consciously connecting to that pearlescence and within, which is a alchemical creation of the masculine and feminine within. We have, I'm going to cover up Snaky's Judgment card. So when you take this action, there's judgment coming in your favor as you take action from discipline, as you use your judgment in a sense of reflection to reflect on what's no longer serving you, to reflect on what is serving you, bringing in that air of judgment to overcome your challenges and to filter out our ideas. Archangels coming through with that one as well. And we have the Eight of Cups. That's walking away from what's no longer serving us as well. Those old connections and relationships. The finished projects. The things karmic relationships we've learned things from. And in some ways, the connections that are no longer weathering the seas, weathering the tides. It's time to, cross into new lands, to step into this new earth, to step out of old connections that were keeping us stuck and open up to new connections, to open up to the world. It's time for you to move into this sense of being a being of the world, to knowing that you are a child of God, you are a child of the divine, that you are connected to the divine, you are connected to the guardians, the northeast, southwest, the directional energies, and there's more to appreciate. Take time to appreciate. Inhale a breath of life and breathe in to the sense of trust and personal power as you appreciate the connections we've made, and seeing it as, with the Nine of Cups, nearing completion, having been a cycle that we've needed to go through to know how to take back our personal power and who to keep in our court, which cups to keep on our shelves, which how we display tchotchkes, how you decide which one to display, which projects and people to keep in our lives. Queen of Wands. Use your power to create your reality, to tune in to your fertility, to tune into your creativity. This yellow robe and orange, again, reminding us to allow that flow of creative energy, of creative ideas, and to tune into that breath of life. We also may have a black cat involved. By seeing black cats, there's that remembering what we've learned in the dark night with the black cat, represents fear. We've come to fear black cats because of the fear that was projected on them, and which is only an opportunity to put that to rest, to put all these things to rest, these ideas, these special relationships we have with things and projects that we might have failed at, or we might have had to let go. Because we can only be betrayed or let go or disturbed or failed when we had something in special relationship to ourselves. It's time to come to death. Let that part of your ego be laid to rest so you can make room for this conscious connection to the divine, to overcome any connection to dogma as well, and responsibility to having to be everything for everyone. Energy with that. And we have the Six of Pentacles, going with balance, reciprocity, and reflecting today on the type of balanced reality we want to create, and which relationships, which bodies, projects on this earth with the pentacles are we pouring into? Are we trusting that what we give this energy into, who can we trust as well? Who can we trust? What can we trust that the energy we put into these creations is going to be in balance, and reciprocity is going to give back? And to reject any sense of needing to overgive or to get in a state of overwhelm, because it's leading you to this inner marriage, this capstone, this union of the masculine and feminine within, this place of personal power, the Four of Wands. The number 4 is finding your sense of discipline, your sense of self-mastery, and your connection to the parts of ourselves that we abandoned, bringing them to the light so that we can have fun with them again, so that we can have fun with our inner child, we have fun with our challenges, and we can have fun, peaceful, balanced action. February 29th, an emotionally mature journey of self-respect. As you contend with the varying emotions of Pisces season, discipline and the number 4 ask you to narrow your focus to the tangible task at hand. That 4 of Wands is, putting our power, our attention, solar plexus energy into the task at hand, taking back our power by being present. Also a foundation of discipline. Approach your day from a place of structure and restraint, grounding yourself in the humble work that can't wait until tomorrow. If your feelings get the best of you, attend to a mundane task like folding laundry as you process these emotions. Besides, reflection with the 4 of Cups ask you to reevaluate where you've been giving your heart to, whether it's a relationship, a project. Say no to what is no longer filling your cup, and say yes to a resounding yes to something better. A wonderful affirmation is to really tune into what you desire and pray that knowing, receiving that I choose to receive this or something better. If you are willing to answer these grounded calls, you'll step into a new level of self-mastery with the Emperor. To harness the power of emotion is a rare and coveted skill. So bring awareness to your feelings without letting them get the best of you today. If you're feeling overwhelmed at any point, take a deep, calming breath and listen to the leader who lives within. Today's mantra: I will feel my feelings without letting them overpower me. Today's journal prompt: what are the ways I can ground myself in my body when my emotions are getting the best of me? Perfect. Inhale a breath of life, and or have fun with your inner child. Let yourself do something a little fun for a moment. Pick a mundane task like vacuuming and put your entire focus and effort into this simple work. As you do, repeat the chant: I am responsible for my actions. I choose to do the things to the utmost of my ability. Taking inspired action, and taking action consciously, with taking action being next to consciousness on the board. Born on this day, we have Ann Lee, founder leader of the United Society of Believers of Christ's Second Appearing, or the Shakers. Korede Bello, Nigerian singer-songwriter, and Rukmini Devi Arundale, Indian dancer, choreographer, theosophist, and animal activist, has said this: I did not consciously go after dance. It found me. That goes with that element of trust, and trusting the process, trusting that what you desire desires you. Thanks for tuning in to this reading today. I love you. Namaste.